We begin tonight with the kind of story that may make you want to hug your kid a little tighter in the morning and provide a bit of ammo the next time they complain about mowing the lawn. It is a story about children who spend their days underground, digging for coal. It sounds like something out of Charles Dickens, but it is happening today. And their one glimmer of hope could be a lesson for every kid in this country lucky enough to get a summer vacation. Tonight, ABC's Bob Woodruff explores the child miners of northern India.
Deep in the mountains of northeast India, this is how the workday begins. A treacherous 5-story climb down slippery bamboo ladders.
I think we're about 30 yards down.
No safety gear, no emergency exits.
Whoa, just keeps going deeper and deeper.
A journey that becomes even more disturbing when you see the young coal miner leading the way.
You live down here.
His name is Pemba, and along with hundreds of other children, he's desperate enough and small enough to work this dark and dangerous underground system of tunnels nicknamed rat holes. 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, in one of the most frightening workplaces on Earth.
This could collapse, huh?
Where a good day ends with a few dollars. And if you're lucky, daylight. This is Jaintia Hills in the Indian state of Meghalaya. Stuck between China, Bangladesh, and Myanmar, it's an isolated world, but land rich with coal and money to be made.
So when you're coming down the road, you can see this big pile of coal that's been dumped there by the trucks that they mined it up on the hill. This is really the business, the industry for all of the people down along the road.
We meet women who spend their entire day busting up the coal, and the men who carry it to giant piles that are then trucked off to power factories in India and Bangladesh. We've come here with Rizana Lingo, a social worker who grew up in this part of India. She warns what we're seeing is just the beginning. Her children's rights group, Impulse, recently uncovered something even more shocking in these hills. Many of these miners are children, some not even teenagers yet. They found and photographed hundreds of them.
What's the youngest child you've ever known about that worked in the mine?
9 years old.
9 years old.
She takes us to meet Pemba, a boy who has been working these mines since he was 12. The earbuds and cell phone might make him look like a normal teenager, but when you hear the cough, you realize that this boy's life is different.
He has seen accidents where the roof have collapsed.
You feel to some degree lucky that you have survived?
As long as God is there with him, he doesn't feel scared of anything.
Pemba leads us into the mine where he works with his uncle. At just over 40 years old, he's a veteran of these mines. If they dig all day, they might collect a pile of coal worth about $10 US.
Okay, going in. Oh my God. It's about 2 feet tall. How far does this go in?
Flooding isn't our only concern. Tremors are felt here every day, and this region is due for a major earthquake.
So you don't even go on your knees. You just do it on your feet? I can barely even fit.
By now, we've descended into total darkness, into a confusing maze of tunnels. Pemba seems to laugh off the danger.
Wow, we're probably about 60 yards down below the ground.
The air is thick, and I'm finding it hard to breathe. To find our way out, we rely on a single flashlight.
Quick, because I think this battery's going out.
This kind of child labor has been banned in India since 1952. But it's up to each state to enforce the law, and any authority is easily bribed. Plus, since India's constitution says the tribal and native people have first say over the land, there's not much to stop children like Pemba who have nothing else.
Okay, no, let's go back. Okay? Okay.
As we work our way back up, it's hard to imagine spending another minute in this place, let alone 8 hours a day.
Freedom. When we were crawling in there, how could we have gotten out? Just by turning around? There's no other exit?
No. There's no other exit.
There's no other exit.
आप जब अंदर जाता है कैसे आता है उधर बाहर से कुछ दूसरा जगह नहीं है
No way.
ये वगैरह देखते हैं कि
We meet more young miners who share stories of unspeakable tragedy. This boy watched as a collapse killed several of his friends.
Did they die instantly? Or were they trapped in there?
They're trapped in there and they died.
And they could never get them out.
Pemba's father was a miner too and had the same cough. He died a few years ago, leaving Pemba with nothing. To survive, Pemba had to come here and grow up fast. He plays us his favorite song. It's about love.
Do you have a girlfriend? Are you in love with someone?
No.
That's the only question you've been able to answer without any interpretation. He does a lot of laughing with us. He does a lot of smiling. Does he just not know much outside this world, what life could be like?
Yeah, he has never seen life outside this place because he works about 5 to 6 days a week.
So Pimba has lived in the coal world really his entire life.
Yeah.
Then we discover something that helps us understand why Pemba risks his life down in that hole.
Good morning. How many people have fathers or brothers that work in the mines? All of you. That's almost everybody.
It's a private school. The principal, a former child miner himself. He built it to give children here a way out. Their families have managed to scrape together enough money to pay tuition, about $6 every month.
Why is it that the government is not paying for this?
The government has set some schools in some of the areas nearby. To get admitted in a school, you need birth certificates. Most probably these kids do not have birth certificates.
What's your dream as a job when you grow up? You want to be a dancer?
A teacher, that's nice. Pilot.
You want to be a pilot? You want to fly planes?
And that brings us to Pemba's dream.
Oh, you're heading to school.
It's for his little 9-year-old brother. His name is Bibki.
What grade are you in?
कितना क्लास में है?
Kindergarten.
Whatever money isn't spent on food, he sends here to pay for Bibki's education.
Because he had a dream. He says that he would like his brother to go to school. He doesn't want his brother to be in the mines.
Like their father, like Pemba, whose other wish is to save up enough money to leave this place by the time he's 25. That means 8 more years of climbing down into the darkness of the rat holes. I'm Bob Woodruff for Nightline in Northeast India.